Hello and welcome to I Want to Grow, and I Want to Grow is all about that. It's about our growth, right? But we're not celebrating this today. What we're doing is we're celebrating the British Council. They've been operating there for 90 years, and I'll say that again, 90 years. And the ripples they've created are incredible. But we've got two more guests today to help celebrate that birthday. We have from the Qatar Music Academy, we've got Dr.
Ozgur.
And we've got also Mr. Zlatan. Please, if I can start with you, Mr. Zlatan, if you could introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Good morning. My name is Zlatan Fazlic. I'm director of Qatar Music Academy.
Perfect. And
Hello, I'm Dr. Ozgur Mert Esen. I'm the head of Western Music Department at Qatar Music Academy.
And I'm gonna start with you first. Tell us all about the Music Academy here in Qatar.
That was a fantastic journey. It is still a fantastic journey because we have been established in 2011. We opened our gates to our students and we started, I think, with 35 students. Now we have over 500 students and 250 on the waiting list. And we receive around 350 new applications every year. So it's, I think I see as a miracle that the success that we have achieved so far. And we are also very special in one sense that we have two departments, Arab traditional music and Western classical music department, which allow two different cultures to interact to each other and gives a fantastic exposure to our students they broaden their perspective towards music.
And that crossover with cultures, that must be rewarding to see, right?
Yes, exactly. That's a lot.
Yeah. Qatar Music Academy has been involved in numerous workshops with UK artists, such as Savitri Giyar Music Workshop.
Yes.
What was all of this like? What was it like with those type of things?
That was a fantastic opportunity. Savitri is a world-class violin virtuoso who have visited Qatar Philharmonic Orchestra and performed with them as a soloist, and she was kind enough to accept our invitation and to come and make a few masterclass at Qatar Music Academy, which is a fantastic opportunity for us because at that time, I believe 2018 and 2019, she did it twice, and we didn't have very high-level violin players. Although we have now international prize winners, and our graduated students are actually accepted to one of the top conservatories in the world. But at that time, level wasn't that high because, as I said, we were a very young academy. And I remember the first masterclass Savitri has given our students around maybe 9, 10, 11 years old. The first time they were actually seeing violin virtuoso in front of them, just a few meters from them, interacting with them, showing how to do things. I can remember their eyes. They were like open and looking at Savitri and asking questions. And that was the time actually Savitri started some kind of tradition in our school that we need to pay attention to those workshops because the result was amazing.
Yeah.
The exposure that our children had that time, they have a new goal. They have a different perspective about the international standards.
Yeah.
And that was a fantastic opportunity, and we invited her, of course, the following year as well.
It's an incredible journey you must have gone through.
Yes.
To start back in 2011, where you must have been thinking, is this going to work or is this not going to work?
Exactly. That was the question at that time. We didn't know if it's going to work, but we really hard quite a lot, and against all odds, and with a fantastic team we had, with professional artists, very experienced teachers, and we didn't give up.
And I'm going to keep on this subject. You didn't give up. Tell us a little bit about where you've got to right now. Where is it that from that 2011 to where you are today?
2011, it was just a music course with 30 students. Now we are, as I said, over 500 students who's preparing for international accreditation. So I think that's a very big...
Massive.
Yes, very big step.
Because where and forgive me, but when sometimes you go to your kids' classes back and they haven't got any music departments, but they try and do their Christmas event.
Yes.
And you've got everybody playing outside of the tunes and everything, and it's done quite well. But this must be a massive transformation.
Yes, that was a massive transformation.
Yeah, if I may just add one important thing is in that I can only say after post-COVID, because I came after the COVID, this all would not happen without support of Qatar Foundation. I think that's absolutely important to say. The contribution of Qatar Foundation was crucial for existence of the school. So apart from fantastic support of the teachers and staff, the support, financial support of Qatar Foundation was crucial in establishing the brand of the school which we are today.
But the foresight they must have had and the determination that they must have had in the very beginning, that must have been saying, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? And then all of a sudden they see it through, because Sheikha Moza, look at what she's done with that. Yes. It's just mind blowing with the education standards.
Yeah. I mean, the important thing is that Doha is very multicultural place. You know, in our school, we have got more than 50 different nationalities. I was looking yesterday at my Qatar Youth Choir student list. There were 20 students in audition and 17 are from different countries. So our diversity is our strength, and our style diversity is our strength. We are delighted that we are serving whole community of Qatar and Doha, expat nationals, but also Qataris, which we have got roughly around 50 of our students are Qataris.
And there must have been, because I saw the Qatar, the musicians from Qatar, the World Cup.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And they got, I suppose that that must have been a busy time for you guys too, right?
Yes, we had quite a few events in that time, but there are so many other things we have to do outside, both for community. We are preparing now, for example, to do the concert for the Palestinians, refugees, children. We at the same time we're preparing for some big international events. So that's the range of activities we do internally, externally is huge, and I think that's what is exciting about school, that our students have got opportunity to participate in a wide range of musical events, sports events, cultural events. We are preparing for 90th year celebration of the British Council. We're going to bring Qatar Youth Choir to perform on their special dinner. It's so many things which we are very lucky to have access to, but also we have to work very, very hard within the school to make sure that we can deliver high quality music program within academic structure, but also for other events.
And please feel free to answer this question. Did you ever realize that you would get to this stage so quickly?
No, I have to be honest. I wasn't. I was expecting that. Because it's not only musical development, it's a cultural development, because I think we changed the definition of that term, music. Because before Qatar Music Academy, I had the feeling that when they say music, it's not only in Qatar, in general, in the world, I believe, everybody thinks that it's entertainment. Only music is entertainment. But we believe, musicians particularly believe, it is one of the most intellectual events you can be exposed to. So changing the definition of music and to see the rich content that music can provide was one of the key impact that Qatar Music Academy done to Qatar. We changed that it is not only entertainment.
And we also, if I can add that to Dr. Ozgur, we also now established ourselves as a center of excellence. For example, just this year, we had a student who won Young Musician of the Gulf competition, which is the biggest competition in the whole region. Second runner-up was also our student. We got a student who won Kobe's Musician of the Year in Bahrain. It was our student. Our young string quartet, which is formed 5-6 months ago, won first international prize just 2 weeks ago. So we are associated now with the excellence. We are not just music provider, because there's so many music providers in the Doha. But what we provide is excellence, and we are very proud about that.
I think I've been to quite a few musical events here. Mm-hmm. It's exhilarating. when you see a team come together with different skill sets and they all come together precisely at that one moment. That's exhilarating for me. And I admire everybody that's playing their part in those things. But as you say, I suppose it's just keeping that levels up. You can't rest. There's no standing still.
Yeah.
You've got to keep on improving.
I mean, we always say the hardest element for us is always logistics. You know, organizing from transport to equipment to parents' notices, because our students are not our students. They're coming from international schools or Qatar Foundation schools. So we always, and they come afternoon to us.
Okay.
So for us to have access to students requires really a lot of work. And when we come to the music, we are happy. That's the best bit of providing the music.
I must admit, I love the when the conductor comes out and he starts, and it's like I was in the forces, so it's like, and everybody is ready.
Yeah.
How has the British Council helped you guys?
I will start. British Council we saw as one of the most important partner of Qatar Music Academy, because they are extremely active in cultural activities and they have a very clear understanding what we are trying to achieve. And they were always extremely supported. This Savitri Gear workshops, for example, or the jazz workshops, they were all their proposals. And we are really so grateful that all the contribution that they have made. And it was actually huge. British Council contribution to Qatar Music Academy since 2015 until now, it's always precise and very helpful.
How they literally, the network that they have and how they bring those cultures together.
Yes.
Is quite phenomenal.
Yes, I agree. Totally.
And where do you see that relationship building now? You're setting the bar is such a high level. How do you push that now? How do you push that with their support? How do you push that with yourselves?
One of the interesting things is that we work with a lot of embassies, apart from British Council, and I think that through the British Council we have good access to different organizations, and we're always trying to find out something new and different without repeating every year historically we did this. So we are very open-minded kind of place where anything new which will going to be for the benefit of our students, we would like to explore. If I may mention a couple of interesting workshops, just to kind of give you an idea, and which I remember, we had the last couple of years, for example, American jazz quartet with Burkhead Jazz Quartet. We had a Tony Young Canadian pianist. We had a very interesting Australian oud player, Joseph Tavadros. And we had a Swiss hackbrett player, which is type of dulcimer. So bringing different people to our students really give them a fantastic opportunity, because they don't have that chance in Doha. It's quite closed culturally. So having access to these musicians, and also phenomenal Qatar Philharmonic Orchestra, which we are very lucky to have 17 teachers teaching at Qatar Music Academy. We have got a very strong connection with outside bodies, organizations, and opportunity to bring artists who are not necessarily connected to what we teach. And that opens up horizon opportunities, seeing our students benefited from knowledge, experience of the artists who are coming and who are happy to work even with the beginners, which is always interesting. You expected that the masterclass is always related to high quality musicianship, but these people actually come and work with the beginners, and this kind of motivation is crucial in the development of young people.
But that's a credit to yourselves, because finding those masterclasses that are going to work with those beginners is going to be the hardest one.
Yes.
Because they're at that masterclass.
Yes.
It's difficult, right?
Exactly.
Teaching and all those things and inspiring is difficult sometimes. Your workshops, you touched on the workshops. give us some examples, because I particularly like the jazz. I used to be I used to work with Ronnie Scott's in London.
Oh, fantastic.
So I've seen so many different artists that's been there, but the jazz side of things really excites me.
Well, I mean, the great thing is this year that Qatar Music Academy is going for the first time to take part in European Jazz Festival, and we are very excited. I mean, I run a small jazz band, and we are looking at the possibility to expand this performance to some other areas of the school, to give opportunity some other students to come and participate, especially to perhaps fusion between the Arabic music and the Western, which we've done a couple of times in the past, but we want to explore further, because that's very unique for us to play Arabic music and jazz together. That's huge for us. So I have opportunity to represent Qatar in European Jazz Festival is absolutely amazing. On 7th of December is our gig. So as I said, having the opportunity to bring artists who are on top of their game at the moment to work with the children. We had Brent Burkett, who is a very famous American saxophonist, and for him to play with the beginner saxophone players, literally 3-4 notes, apart from the very, very good students, and try to teach them how to improvise was really amazing, absolutely amazing. And to get actually out of the children something without fear, because I always remember facing sometimes stars is not an easy thing to do if you're a young player, but being very open and trying, and actually succeeding in a simple exercises was just beautiful to see.
Wow. I'm getting there's electricity from you both, right? and at first I was a little bit nervous myself interviewing you, but you love what you do, right? You love
That's the way of living now.
I can see it in you, and it's like all of a sudden you've kind of. I love this stuff, and especially when you're giving back to these students, and especially when you're making a difference in people's lives. It really does make life a whole lot easier for us all, right?
Of course, I mean. Our dedicated staff, I would say all the dedicated staff, the purpose of this is to give back what we have learned all together and experiences we have got in our professional life, because we went through the same things, we went through exactly the same, refusing, failing auditions, competitive auditions where a lot of people come and you have to pick one and you don't succeed and you have to pick yourself up and start again. And all these things we experience, we are not, as our students come to us and think about we are teachers. We were in their years exactly the same, going through the same experiences. So for us to share this is the main goal. And I think that's what the beautiful thing about teaching is, sharing knowledge and experiences and seeing children progressing, moving forward, achieving results, and of course supporting them through that journey.
If there was a message that, again, we're celebrating the British Council, if there was a message that you wanted to give to the British Council right now, to say to them and congratulate, or whatever you want to say, what would it be right now?
I mean, I would love to express my gratitude for their partnership. It's always really good to know that there's a friend that if we ask something, they will be there for you. And most importantly, if I'm happy to be able to actually contribute to their ambitions about supporting culture in general, and their diverse approach, perspective towards culture, it really aligns with our perspective and approach. So I wish that it is going to be this collaboration is going to increase in time more and more.
I can. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. And have you got any words yourself?
I mean, I can only concur what Dr. Ozgur say. We are always open for partnership, and we are looking forward to explore future, even greater things from both organizations. And this can go, it just get bigger and more interesting. So we would like to congratulate British Council, Dr. Wasib, and with hope that our collaboration can just bigger and interesting and better and interesting. And certainly we look forward to contribute and participate in everything British Council organizes for us.
Thank you so much indeed. And the most difficult question that I'm going to ask you now is describe the British Council in one word.
That would be inspiring.
Transformative.
You two gents are both of those, right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today. And I wish you every success because you are changing lives on a massive scale. And I don't know, I can't wait to come and see one of your performances, especially the choir. I think
They will be delighted to invite you to come, and I hope you're going to be able to come to attend that dinner.
I'm going to be at the dinner, so it's
Yeah,
going to be
that's great,
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so, it's made my day. It's
Thank
made
you very
my
much
week.
for inviting
You gents are something special, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much
Thanks
indeed.
so much.
Thank you.